Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, we're up $173 on the day, and it's Sunday, so obviously the stock market's closed. That's due to cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about some hot stocks today, like Tesla, Zillow, and AMC, so make sure you stay throughout this entire video and subscribe. Take a second to subscribe with post notifications on, and like this video if you want more daily content like this. All right, so first up, we have Tesla. Musk should sell 21 billion of Tesla's stake. Remember, Tesla has a $1 trillion market cap, so $21 billion of Tesla is only 2.1% of the market cap. And it's extremely interesting buyout. Now everybody knows about the whole thing going on with Twitter and Elon Musk doing a poll on his Instagram. He's the smartest man on earth. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's probably not going to sell all his shares at one time to crash Tesla stock. He's probably going to sell it over a month, 2 months, or even 6 months, or even the course of a year. All right, Elon Musk knows exactly what he's doing, especially even in the sense that he kept saying that Tesla stock's at an all-time high, and then he even said, I hope Tesla stock's not rallying because of the Hertz deal. Nothing has been inked yet, and then it crashed a little bit. So obviously right now he wants to take some profits, and if he would just to sell 10% of Tesla holdings, the whole internet would crucify him and people would hate him. But so instead of doing that, he went to Twitter, and of course he knew that the Twitter community was going to say to sell his stock, so he was kind of put himself in a win-win scenario. So that's going to be accounting for about 2.1% of Tesla. Now, Elon Musk is a very intelligent man, so he probably knows what he's doing in the sense of selling, meaning that he's probably not going to be selling all his shares at once to crash Tesla stock. He's probably going to be selling over time. So that is a little bit of a relief that, you're dealing with a very smart person. A majority of 3.5 million Twitter users said that they support the move in a poll that Musk launched Saturday when he floated the idea of selling stock, which is valued around $21 billion, all right, which is a ridiculous amount to the average person. All right, now Elon Musk, it's only 10% of his holdings. All right, Elon knew exactly what he was doing. Obviously, he wanted to sell his shares. He's been saying a long time that Tesla is overvalued, and he hopes it's not because Tesla's rising because of the Hertz deal, because they haven't officially inked the Hertz deal. So obviously, he thinks that Tesla's overvalued, so he wants to sell right now. But if he went and sold, everyone would crucify him and be like, oh, why'd you sell? You crashed Tesla stock. So he is a very smart person. He went to Twitter. He knew the Twitter community would say yes, which they did. So now he pretty much has the pass on selling Tesla shares. While large sales by insiders are often seen as a negative signal, sales of this size won't alter Tesla's story in a meaningful way. Demand remains high for Tesla shares among both institution and retail investors, he said. So this analyst goes on to say that it's not going to move the needle. It's only going to add 1.5 to 2% float. It's not going to be a big deal. And then it goes on with personal fortune. If you guys want to pause it, read a little bit as well, more of this article. You can even see the tax situation going on. And you know how everyone says that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world? Basically, all his wealth is tied up inside of Tesla stock, okay? So he's probably seen his net worth in the last 3 months jump up 71%, after it's already gone up a crazy 3,000% in the last 5 years, propelling him to the richest man in the world. And obviously, he doesn't want to give up that title. He wants to sell a little bit of his shares, and he leveraged Twitter against that situation. So that analyst said it wasn't really going to move the needle. In my personal opinion, I think it will move the needle. Okay, we have Tesla basically maxed out. It's been flying up for the last 5 years, and it's been performing better than some cryptocurrencies. Okay, so in my opinion, we're going to see Tesla drop about 20%. Now, that's not going to happen all at once. It could take a week, it could take 2 weeks, it could take a month. All right, but in my opinion, Tesla's going below $1,000 per share once again. And in my opinion, I think it's going to go below $900 and closer to $850 per share. All right, so I've already took a lot of profits on my Tesla. I had around $3,000 or more inside the stock. That's just in a short-term portfolio, by the way. I have an additional around $5,000 in my long-term portfolio that I'm not touching. So this is just my trading account. We are up 50% on Tesla, so I'm taking profits. I'm nibbling profits. Once it goes down below 1,000, I'm going to be buying back pretty heavy. All right, 850 is basically my price target to buy extremely heavy, and it's really, I'm not looking for 850 specifically. If it goes below 900, for example, I'm going to start loading up pretty heavy because that'll be account for about a 25% drop in the stock price from where Tesla is sitting at right now at $1,200 per share. Okay, now Zillow is the next stock that we need to talk about, and there's a lot of fuel going on with the Zillow, so we definitely want to talk about it. Down 35% in the last week, which is catastrophic for any stock to be down 35% in 1 week. All right. And as you can see, Kathy Woods actually sold Zillow, which is a big red flag to be holding it because usually she loves buying the dip. But obviously, there's a more of a fundamental issue, a long-term fundamental issue with Zillow Group if Kathy Woods decides she's selling it. Yesterday, it's reported that Kathy purchased about 250,000 shares of Zillow after disappointing earnings reported and shut down the business company's home flipping business, which we already went over. Well, we hope you didn't follow her on this move. It's in a bizarre turn of events. It seems she has changed her mind already. Multiple sources reported that Woods sold nearly 3.9 million shares of Zillow. After buying 250,000, she sold 3.9 million, abandoning a large position of her holdings in the company following a 3-day skid of the stock, and saw nearly a 40% drop of its share value wiped out. In conjunction, the move reduced her holdings in the company about 38%. So she still has around 60% of her holdings, okay? Keep that in mind, which she likely took a major loss on. And you can read a little bit deeper if you want to pause and read on how the sale breaks down. So it's probably likely that Zillow will continue to bleed out for at least the next 1 month, and probably can go as long as 3 months to 6 months of bleeding out. All right, now if we see Zillow around $45 per share or $35 per share, which would be losing another 50% to 40% of their current stock value at only $66 per share. So if it goes under $45 per share, I'm definitely going to be interested at that point. And if it goes even closer to $30 per share, that's probably when I'll be starting an even larger conviction position into something like Zillow. All right, if we go back to 2016, the stock was only $36. Just recently, it started to rally. So if we take out that huge rally that it had, go back to 2016, we can see that it's sitting around $35 per share. So if you already loaded up on the dip on Zillow, you kind of have to weigh your decisions. You know, if it's going to be going down a lot more, you might want to sell now and try to get back in around $45 per share or even $30 per share and hold out for the long term, so that way you can actually recoup your investments. Zillow is also one that you might want to look a little bit deeper on a put option, okay, which would be betting that the stock's going to be going down. And keep in mind, there is no guarantee that Zillow will continue to go down, but there is a very, very strong chance, especially when you have all the brightest minds in finance and stocks saying that Zillow is not a good investment currently. And the reason why is because revenue basically evaporated 50%. So imagine if you're invested in a company and then all of a sudden, in 1 day, over 50% of the revenue was evaporated. All right, and don't forget, we have a huge earnings week coming up this week as well. So to start the earnings week off on Monday before open, we have The Trade Desk, we have Marriott, and then after close, we have PayPal, AMC, Roblox. We have Galactic. Lemonade is going to be a good one. I have a strong swing trade in Lemonade, so we're going to be hoping that that one goes up. Roblox, we're looking for a big dip because I want to buy as part of the metaverse. And then Tuesday before open, we have Palantir, which a lot of people have a lot of money in. So that's going to be an interesting earnings play. We have BioNTech, which might be negative because obviously less people have been getting the shots, the vaccines. We have Workhorse. And then after close, we have Neo, which is a huge retail stock, again, that a lot of retail investors own. So that'll be interesting to see the guidance and the performance on earnings on Neo. So definitely mark some of these down. Coinbase is going to be a very interesting one, especially with the rise in cryptocurrencies in the last quarter, and there's been more signups on Coinbase. So they can have an amazing earnings numbers, and Coinbase could easily fly up or like 10% or something like that. Now, Upstart is a really good company that you might want to look into and start investing in. However, they're a little bit overvalued currently, so we're looking for a dip on Upstart. Fubo TV, same thing. They're a great stock. We bought them in the dip in the past, and we made a swing trade around a 40 to 50% gain in just 1 month on Fubo. We sold out. Plug Power, a lot of residential owners, retail owners own Plug Power as well. So it'll be interesting to see them. Wynn Resorts is after that, and that's a big one. I have a good swing trade on them. I'm looking for them to dip down below $80 per share so I can load up more because my cost base is around $75 per share, and I'm probably looking to sell around 120, 125 on Wynn. Unity is a great one to be looking into. I probably recommend everyone to look into Unity and do some research on Unity. It might be a little bit overvalued currently, but it's a good one to have on your watch list, and we might dive a little bit deeper into Unity as well, especially with the metaverse coming and virtual reality coming and all that kind of stuff. DoorDash is the last banger on Tuesday, and DoorDash is an interesting one. We're looking for a big dip on them, so hopefully we can start a position in DoorDash. But some of these stocks that are reporting earnings are pretty overvalued in my opinion. So the next 48 hours is going to be pretty crazy in the stock market. And then that's just the beginning. Okay, so in the later videos, we'll kind of go over some of these other stocks that we have strong swing trades in, like Wix, and obviously Shift, Grow Generation, SoFi, Wish, Disney, Affirm, Yeti, Hut 8, Tapestry. So we'll definitely talk about a lot of those, PaySafe, Fiverr, in a different video, in the next video, I should say. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that video. So the next banger of a stock that we're talking about in this video is going to be AMC reporting earnings on Monday. They're up 17% on the week. I know a lot of people are trading, day trading, swing trading AMC right now. All right, there has been some resistances established at $50 per share, and there's also been resistance established at $60 per share. Now, what we'll see with AMC is this quarter is going to be better than last quarter, because if you remember 2 quarters and 3 quarters ago, all the movie theaters were shut. All right, now we've actually seen some big blockbusters coming out, some big movies coming out, and bigger box offices too, and people actually going back to the movies. So this quarter could perform good earnings compared to what they've released the last 2 quarters. All right, and quarter 2, quarter 1 of 2021, they've been on par with earnings. So quarter 3 could be their breakout earnings into positive earnings. So you see, if you go back around 5 earnings ago or 4 earnings ago, Q3 2020, you can see they were negative $6 per share on EPS, which is scary and ridiculous. That was obviously because of the pandemic. They've almost recovered into a profitable company. So this earnings could propel them into profitable territory, and they could beat earnings by a lot. Just because it looks like their expectations are basically where they were at last quarter. And if you want to do some research between box offices, between Q2 2021 and Q3 2021, and see which box offices were the biggest movies, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure, we've had a lot more big box office movies in Q3 2021, which should propel them a lot higher than Q2 2021 into profitable territory, like we were saying. Now, what am I going to be doing is the question that you guys probably want to know. I want to buy closer to that support, which is like $35 per share, $33 per share. And we've been talking about buying right at that support for a while. Under $30 per share, we're saying for a while. If you set that price alert, it triggered at 29, and then you probably got around a 20% gain just from the swing trade. All right, so will it go back to $50 per share again? If they beat earnings that bad and they go into profitable territory with their EPS, there's a strong chance we could see AMC at $50 per share again. All right, I'll probably sell above $50 per share. Personally, I don't own any AMC, so you can take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I think selling above $50 per share is definitely possible, and buying under $30 per share is also possible. Roblox also reporting earnings. It's a stock I'm interested in for my metaverse portfolio, and I'm hoping they drop. They probably won't, just because metaverse has been so hyped up lately. But they've had some really bad earnings in the past. They were predicted to be a profitable company. They came in at an unprofitable company the last 2 quarters. So there's a good chance they can fail on earnings or miss on earnings once again, which we're definitely looking for a big miss and around a 10% drop for us to buy in. Well, for me to buy in, I should be saying. All right. So if they go down to around $70 per share, I'm definitely interested in. If they go under $70 per share, I'll start buying a more serious position into the thousands. And if they go to $65 per share, that's when I'll probably establish around a $3,000 position into Roblox for long term. Keep in mind, they have a huge market cap already, $44 billion, but this is one of the biggest games in the world, video games in the world. And if Roblox knows how to get into the metaverse in the future with Facebook and more of the NFT stuff, I think that Roblox could just keep exploding and exploding over the next 5 to 10 years. It really depends if they are going to be going towards that metaverse. Obviously, Facebook's going that route. They took a huge name change and everything. So if Roblox decides to go that route, I think that could be definitely very interesting. We also see some drama going on with Roblox. Insider trades 2.1 million in company stock, which is absolutely nothing compared to the market cap. Roblox sheds more than $1 billion in market cap after outage that could have costed millions. All right, so they did have an outage going on, and it looks like at one point on Monday, nearly $2 billion in market cap has been lost on a popular gaming platform. Recovers for a 3-day Halloween weekend outage. Wow, that was a long outage, a period in which it could typically make at least 15 million in revenue. All right, so that's going to come back and actually hurt their earnings. That 15 million in revenue, that can easily make them miss earnings. So keep that in mind also, and they're known to miss earnings in the past. So hopefully they'll go below $70 per share so I can load up on some Roblox for my long-term portfolio account. So AMC, Roblox are both reporting earnings on Monday, so keep an eye out Monday for those stocks. Lemonade is the last one that on this video specifically that we're going to be talking about, that reporting earnings on Monday. All right, so we've actually seen Lemonade, their analyst keeps downgrading their expectations. So as the expectations are low, that's actually a good thing for earnings, because if they come in and surprise everyone at a higher number, then the stock could easily jump up 15% or 10% or so, which I think is definitely a possibility for that to happen. There's no guarantee. They can even miss earnings and the stock could go back down to the support. So if we see it go back down to that support of around $60 per share flat, $61 we'll call it, then I'm going to be loading up. I already have a large position on Lemonade around $5,000, so I probably won't be loading up too much more. But if I didn't have the large position of $5,000, I would definitely be loading up a large amount right at $60 per share for me personally. So that was the stock market update for today, the Sunday Stock Talk. I hope you guys appreciated it. peeking in to my brain and how it works with the stock market, make sure you hit subscribe if you enjoy that. And if you want to get on my close friends list, I have shut down signups, but the good thing is that I have the wait list going on right now. And the good thing about the wait list is when I open signups back up, you'll be one of the first people to actually get on the close friends list. So if you're interested in that and you want to see when I'm buying stocks, how I'm buying stocks, how much I'm buying stocks, what specific stocks I'm buying and when I'm selling, go ahead and DM me on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to get you on that wait list for the close friends list on my Instagram. All right, guys, share this video with a friend if you think that they can find it helpful. Make sure you like this video, subscribe with post notifications on for more daily stock market content, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.